Alright, if you guys are with me, waiting to get my chat up as YouTube takes its sweet ass time doing everything these days. Square, Carvana, Nick, and Rob, so gentlemen. Alright, so NASDAQ with a bit of a down start this morning. We ended up selling off yesterday afternoon, which was fairly interesting. ServiceNow had earnings, didn't do so hot. Didn't really drop very far, but definitely not popping. We got Team down here. Pretty far. Carvana taking a dump today. Oh, where are you? There. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Nothing too crazy on Carvana. Square down 0.56. Oh, yeah, it took a dump. I guess PayPal had some bad earnings last night. Yeah, there you go. That's not even too bad on the daily chart. Not too bad at all. Morning, Lucas. Ford, Facebook, Tesla all hit on earnings. Yeah, Tesla took a hit. Looks like Anik did really well, up 20%. It's been on our list for a minute. And we're gapping up today. And it looks like it wants to keep going. I will say 20% is a little bit rich. Usually, not too many stocks can run past, 20, 30%. So 20s, starting at 20 is pretty aggressive. I wouldn't be jumping up there. Not my personal, not a strategy that I do very often, something like that. I'll occasionally jump into something, but up 20% already. Like, if it was up like 8% and it starts rallying like that, I'd love to jump on that, but there's some room. Looks like Etsy's number 2. And it looks like my line's a little off. So we're still right there at the line. Earnings in about a week. What else we got? KGKG hasn't fallen apart yet, which is pretty bullish. That's pretty bullish. Maybe you'll get your wish after all there, Rob. LK, nice move after yesterday. Nice tight action. Looks like it may be trying to take out highs already. Our buddy Yeti looks like it already made a overnight session high. We'll see how that one works out. Beyond Meat just jumped up here too. Looks like I should have held my one call. Looks like it's ready to go. Carvana Square coming back, it looks like. And Beyond Meat is just crazy. Looks like Twitter's in a good spot, trying to finally make a comeback. Beyond Meat's the story, though. That's very nice, Rob. Very, very nice. Congratulations. That's just a beautiful setup. LK has one very similar to it. Yeah, Beyond doesn't quite look like it's dead yet. Anik pulling back. Yeah, never buy a stock when it's up 20%. Just don't. Overstock. We're waiting for this guy to make a move. And don't know if it's quite ready yet. The volume. Are we 6 minutes in? I guess the volume's not too bad. Stalling out a little bit though. A little choppy up there, but we'll see. It's a pretty nice flag. I always try to get here earlier in the morning, but it just never works out. It's too damn early for me. 6:30, too early. Wow, that takes it to 30. That's a big move. That can get up. NASDAQ 0.77 down, not really getting a bounce here. I don't know if I want to be super aggressive jumping into positions this morning. Beyond stalling out a little bit. Did poke up, but already stalling out. Etsy right there. LK looking really good. KGKG not looking bad either. It's been very happy right around there. So if it can get above that 1149 level, which is well up here, maybe you're looking at a turnaround right there. Just saw your comment, Rob. Nice. All right, Etsy looking good. LK, MDCO, Yeti. Let's go through this, and we'll jump to the larger watch list. All right, Cyber holding that higher price, which is good. GH just tightening up. Look at that past 4 days, just real tight action. All right, how's Kiwi doing? I like the GH action too. Shop. Constellation Brands. BA's got a Head and Shoulders. Oh, there's LK. Continuing through. I have too small a position in LK. Okay, let's go back up. I wasn't able to make it all the way through. Looks like most of our list is up here. We have Anik, Beyond Meat, NVGS, IIPR, VFF, Etsy. Etsy looks good. Riot, ODFL. Old Dominion Freight Line really getting up there. Not looking too bad. Toll down here off of maybe a bounce play. Morning, Justin. PKG. Sienna. Oh, that's interesting. Got a double bottom with a handle. That's a weird Trex chart. How's Roku doing? Pretty good. Got nice and sideways. Had a bad day red on Friday, or the other day. It wasn't a Friday. 8-7. Couple of weeks till earnings on Roku. That may just flounder about. PLNT looks pretty good. They've got earnings 8-6. Yeah, I just want to reiterate: do not buy anything before earnings. Do not gamble before earnings. Tesla's down even more. Shorts are probably pushing it. I don't know too many people selling Tesla if they're fans. 14%. Yeah, that could be bad. I mean, I didn't really see a blanket buy signal on Tesla. Not really. I mean, maybe it's just me being more timid than I've been in the past. I don't know, but all right, there's no major there was a major pattern here. It was just a crazy 150 just seemed too low. Then you have this big spike in volume like this. That big candle right there just gave me a lot of confidence in Tesla down here. We didn't have anything like that over here. You had a spike here, but then we undercut it pretty handily. Ended up with another spike on the upside. Anyway, we'll see where we can get back down to. 50-day moving average coming up here. 221 it looks like. Yeah, 221. That's at about $5. Big sell-off this morning. Yeah, I didn't really look into their numbers too much. Did they really miss by that much? Punch in the gut for the Bulls. Oh, that'd be good. That's a video. All right, a couple of those mentioned. ZS. Twilio. I was mentioning Twilio yesterday. Twilio's got a pretty nice base. 731 is earning, so in a few days. Netflix bouncing. NVIDIA taking on the chin this morning. Is AMD also? Nope. AMD. Oh. Yeah, AMD taking on the chin this morning. So chips yesterday were kind of a leading sector. Today not so much. ServiceNow is was hit on earnings yesterday. I took a literal gamble on this one, so lost it. It looks like Snap's going green after yesterday. That's decent volume. Volume of Snap. Nasdaq down 0.94. IPR, MVG. Okay, let's go back down to my actionable list. LK kind of taking a leadership role here this morning. Overstock, did you go? Overstock's going. Overstock. All right, 1% down now for the Nasdaq. Haven't jumped on Overstock yet, but I'm got a finger on a trigger, just waiting for it to see what it does because it's pulling back a little bit. GE's down 2.45%. Oh, big tumble this morning. Oh, Boeing highlights 2 new risks for General Electric engine sales. Yeah, the Boeing Max uses GE engines. Bye, babe. So that's not very good for GE. Square firmly down here. After PayPal's loss yesterday. We'll see if that's a one-time thing or not. What's up, Ethan?
For the movies today, can I watch I actually want to watch Spider-Man Far From Home.
In the movie theater?
Huh?
Okay, we'll talk about it when we have lunch. We haven't bought any tickets, so we'll check, okay?
And I also want to watch the Secret Life of Pets too.
Oh, that's lots of good movies.
That's how I want to watch it.
Okay. We'll talk to everyone. Overstock pulling in here. How's my SQ doing? Not super hot. Not super happy with Atlassian. Though it's not really dying on the vine quite yet. Got way too many short-term options. Carvana down a little bit. What's that?
That one's pretty good.
You like that one?
Uh-huh.
Because it curls up?
No, because it's high.
Because it's high? Okay. What if I had it like this? Would it be low?
No.
It wouldn't be low? Okay. All right.
Because if it's high, then it has more money, right?
If it's high, it's worth, yeah. So it was down here at 16 and it ran all the way up to 143.
Do you want to buy it?
Well, I bought a little bit of it over here on this down day once it came off this line here. I did buy a little bit. Yeah, I bought a little bit. So well, Anik up 30% now. Wow, that must have been a really good earnings report. So what I do, Ethan, is I look for patterns. Like here's one. So I look for little patterns. So you see how this right here is small, like that. Look for small little patterns, and then we look for this whole thing right here it's called a cup, because it kind of looks like a U shape, kind of like a cup. And then when it gets really tight like this, then things tend to move. And this is one that moved really well right here.
Did you buy that?
Mm-hmm. Here's another one. Very similar action. See? Gets very tight over here. You see I have these lines drawn. And then this one had a nice pop up too.
Look at that one.
So this is this one. It's the same one.
Oh yeah.
This is every bar is 30 minutes of price, and this one every bar is one full day of price action. This one is every bar is one full week of price action. You see here on the weekly chart looks different, right? It's just straight up versus this one. It's a little like this. And this is their dad. It's called an index, and it's down 1% today. Not having a very good day.
Did you buy it?
I have this. I own this, but I've been in it since here. So we've had a nice little uptrend, and if you notice the price, what I call structure, we're still above these little lines here, these trend lines. So we're probably okay for right now. We'll see if we break it. We've been moving down at a pretty good pace this morning. Yeti's up 2%. What, you like that one, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, he left. Kind of moved across the room, buried himself in a chair. There you go, Justin. Let me talk to you like you're 8 years old. Carvana bounced back to kind of a down to choppy morning. Yeah, LK's just on fire though. How's Snap doing? Snap's doing good. Still rather be in LK though. Guess I could still be in LK. I've got like I said, a small position in LK. I could add to it. I was kind of hoping Overstock would start popping, but it looks like it's selling off there at those highs.
Can I do something to play Zelda?
Install the pool pump. That's what you can do.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm just playing with you.
And it's probably too heavy anyways.
It is. I'm just playing with you. Morning, Eli. What do you think about Match? That is definitely not Match. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's just kind of working up here. It's not moving lower. It's kind of moving in the right direction, which is fine. Earnings are couple weeks actually. Not bad. Doesn't signal like it wants to run tremendously. Tech's been kind of choppy lately as LK takes another leg up. Oh, my option expires tomorrow in LK. I should probably consider closing it out. What's up, Eli? Buddy Yeti's up here too, 1.71%. Yes. Roku up here. Roku's looking okay. Kind of testing the top of this trend line here. Probably one thing about Roku I think I like is the fact it doesn't have a lot of competitors. Like Square's taking it on the chin today because of PayPal. PayPal, apparently they didn't like what they heard from PayPal. So it takes Square down. I'm not sure what can take Roku down. We heard, was it Disney earnings? Or no, it wasn't Disney earnings. Someone's earnings saying that they were building Netflix. Oh, it was Netflix. They're saying they were going to build streaming into AT&T boxes. You know, hurt Roku a little bit, but still, you know, nothing really broken by any stretch here. Can't believe Anik got to the 30% level. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Very few get up to that height. LK constantly up here today. Very good. Beyond Meat looks like it's trying to keep up. And Snap is just making highs. Etsy looks like it's stalling up there. Yeti consolidating. Kiwi. Been waiting for Kiwi to break out. Kiwi and Overstock have two pretty nice flags in their mix here. I'm going to throw an alert there on Kiwi. I should have a trade lined up in case this thing starts to go. Looks like I got it up there to 25. Yeah, that one's not great. And Carvana pulling back a little bit now too. Carvana's allowed to have a red day. It's had some pretty massive green days here. Not quite a pocket pivot yesterday, but it was bordering a pocket pivot. So 1.68 million to 1.99 million. So it's pretty close. Not quite bordering, but pretty close to a pocket pivot right there. But nice increasing volume on those three candles off to the low. Carvana is allowed to have a red day. MJ flat here today for some reason. Not bad. Let's go to the bottom. ServiceNow, 5%. I gambled on this one last night and lost to the tune of $300. It's worth $7.50. Not even worth closing it out. It expires tomorrow, so it's okay. Still feel dumb that I even did that. It was a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio, so not the end of the world. I could do that 5 more times and still break even. Looks like I should have done it on Anik. What would I have gotten on Anik if I did a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio? I traded it for a 10% pop, so that would have been 248. So let's see what I would have done yesterday on Anik. So it was just under 40. Oh, 719. What? Non-day trade showing. Why can't I go to 724? Non-trading day. I can't go past it? It's July 25th. They did something here. I can't go to those dates. I can't get yesterday's strike prices. Oh well. Oh. Maybe it's because yesterday's... That's July 19th option, that's why. Oh, the... Okay. Okay. Okay, now why won't you let me go? Because they have one option, they won't let me do the others. Alright, well, never mind. I guess I can go to trade and I can see what the percentage basis is. And I can extrapolate from there. So you got net change. It's only up 25%. That's not very good. It's not good at all. This one's not too bad. 688. Not 600% though. Wow, it's still continuing. 32%. What the heck did you guys do in earnings? Learn how to mint gold? Analyst upgrades to strong buy from neutral. That's it? That's all we get? Reported above consensus earnings and revenue for second quarter. Yeah, that makes them up 32%. That's crazy. All right, LK bounced up a little more. Good move there on LK. It's a 220% gainer now. Should have held on to some of that. All right, Yeti. Looks like it's got a green candle finally beyond meat. Looking fine, overstock, not looking bad. You need to get dressed for the day. Then you can ask me that question. Needed up 8%, Rob. Oh, god damn it, cat. I don't know about that. We're back down to 0.91 down on the NASDAQ, so we're not doing too bad from that perspective. And Beyond Meat still looks very healthy. Cyber looks really good. I like the fact it's poking out here. So, looks pretty good, Rob. You got earnings coming up on 8/7, so that's a few weeks. A few weeks for this thing to make a little bit of progress. So it looks like Square's bouncing back a little bit. Atlassian as well. Let's go from the bottom up. ServiceNow. That could be considered a bounce off the 50-day right there. That's not too bad. Well, it's good to have some cash, Rob. It's good to have some cash. Not good to be... Yeah, it's not really good to be too over-invested or too under-invested. It is a little difficult, though. You just have to... It's position sizing is the problem. I think you're describing a position sizing issue. So you just got to figure out if you're going in too heavy or too light. And then you have to try to normalize it. It's, in my opinion, one of the harder things to do. I still struggle with that, actually. I end up with too many positions that are small. Um, I'm still not comfortable trading the size that I'm at, which is, I guess, a good problem to have, but it's still a problem to have. Actually, one of the ways that I got my account to a decent size was to really hyper focus, and I got lucky with my market, with the point I was in the market too. It was just a really, really good time to be getting very heavy. So there's some luck involved, but I was really hyper focused. I was able to really just to pick out the top 2 and 3 trades that I saw, and when I waited for them, I did really, really well. That's probably one thing that I'm not doing right now as well as I did in the past, is waiting. I don't think I'm waiting as good as I could be. I think I was a lot more patient. Even back then, I don't know what the difference is. Maybe just doing this stream is making me less patient. It's possible. Just really waiting for good setups, and then just I it's different. Man, my Sherman-Williams. I saw this thing. I didn't jump on it. I'm kind of pissed, to be honest with you, because it's been behaving beautifully, just beautifully. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not sure it was about patience or what, but yeah, patience is, I mean, just really key. You've just got to be patient. You can't jump in. You can't. It's got to be. Yeah. No.
But I got wet.
Yeah, you're supposed to get dressed. Do you want me to give you a cookie for getting dressed?
Yeah.
Did you brush your teeth? Did you do a good job? You sure? Seems like it happened pretty quick. Come here. Let me smell. Come here, let me smell you. It's not bad. Go look at your, see if you have any plaque on your teeth. Lighten up on TQQQ. You could, if you find a really good opportunity. Like, I think Twilio is a pretty good one right here. Twilio is a pretty unique company. That line should probably be up there. Yeah, very good, Rob. Oh, I thought I said you're up 50%. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not even up 50%. How are you up 50%? Yeah, I'm about 60% well, actually 56. It tells me. That's one thing I like about E-Trade. It tells me percentage of portfolio. I'm like, oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm about 56% TQQQ. So I don't think it's a bad place to be in, unless if it's stopping you from making a very obvious trade. Then, I mean, go ahead and ditch it. Other than that, that's kind of like a general. I consider that kind of my money market account. I know it's a weird statement to say that's a money market account, but that's kind of my default position is the TQQQs. All right, LK pulling back a little bit. Overstock. Maintaining up here. Good volume this morning. I'm going to go back down to my normal 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's excellent volume this morning. Holding up pretty well. I like that Twilio chart, though. What do you got this morning? No major volume this morning, unfortunately. I was thinking yesterday. I'm trying to think back to 2017. I'm not sure if any of my trade records are still available from then. I was gonna go revisit. trade desk here, this is at a pretty good spot too. Shit. Shut up, CryptoBot. Yeti's doing pretty good. LK. I should. Roku. Market 0.91% down, not too bad. Okay, let's take a look at some my cheap stock screener. What the heck happened here? Oh, it's a 1 for 10 stock split. That's what happened there. The more you know, now you know. REKR, we saw this one yesterday on our stock screener. And unfortunately didn't see it before. LPG here doing okay. Enzo got froggy late yesterday. TLRA. Oh, this looks pretty. His earnings coming up 8.6. What is this? This is what I'm looking for, guys. What is this? TLRA. Let's go look at some IBD. Look at that. So from $3, this is the, remember, this is the cheap stock scanner. We're looking for those ones that are going to go from like $5. Shut up, CryptoBot. Oh yeah, so I paid for it. It says that I'm not subscribed, but it still sends me alerts. I'm like, thanks. Your app sucks. All right, TLRA, Teleria. 91 composite rating, 98 relative strength rating. Provides premium video publishers and content owners to maximize advertising space. Same industry group as Trade Desk, Vlad, and no one else you've heard of. 17% EPS change last quarter, 42% change sales last quarter. Not too bad. 346 million market cap. But I do like the coiling action on this. Let's go ahead and set an alert here. Yeah, I'm just going to add this to my actionable list. Why the heck not? All right. Salt, ACHN, Ballard. That one's not bad on the daily chart. Weekly, looks like it's trying to overtake, or I guess did overtake, with a nice consolidation here. This isn't too bad. Would be a turnaround play. Not sold on it quite yet. Ah, look at the daily on Hive. Those moving averages, or those the bars? Gotta be the bars, I guess. NEPT at $6. Really nice bull flag here. Whatever it is. Nice volume here too. NEPT. Okay. Okay, got over that $5 level, which acted as resistance. Looks like going back to 2011, 2012. Could be interesting. I'd like a little more constructive pattern. That other pattern was really nice. What one was that? TLRA? Where are you at? Let's go revisit you. Oh, you're flat now. Well, I'll just walk down to you as you jump up it when I get there. 7.4 for Ruby. That's a little more constructive. Stair step. It did move a little lower there, but definitely bounced higher. Great volume over here. I kind of like this one. There's NEPT again. Yeah, one thing you'll notice usually about a lot of these big winners like that we're kind of going for here is they tell their tale on the weekly chart. So APPS here on the daily looks like it's done pretty good, going from almost $1 to $5, which is amazing. Such an amazing run. Needs to see a nice base here. We see a resistance point here at $6. NGD? No. I only threw the one alert on TLRA. Not sure where. I guess I'll just type NGD. No, it's not. It's got a nice bull flag here, but there's really nothing special. I mean, you're looking for special. It is a nice bull flag. Yeah, I don't know. I also don't know if I'd call it special, but I mean, it is pretty good on the weekly chart. But it's also $1. $1, that's a little cheap. A little too cheap. All right, Nasdaq 0.94. Go down to the daily movers. Let's see what's working there. DBD. Oddly enough, Annex not on this screen for some reason. Is that Netgear? It is Netgear. Wow, why did they drop like a stone? They got cut in half, over in half. Big jump this morning. It's only up 18% though. Counting yesterday, it's maybe 40% and only 26%. Never mind. I'm looking for high tide flags. That's really what I'm looking for. Nokia with a nice gap up. Question is why? Is it 5G? Do they make good phones again? What's the deal? Nope, just a headline. Armasco here. This looks pretty good. You got an inverted head and shoulders right here on the daily chart, or the weekly chart, excuse me. And even on the daily chart, a little inverted head and shoulders right there. That would take this out to all-time highs. I don't know much about this stock. Takes it up to 55. That would take a long time, though. Oh, that's interesting. It failed that breakout right there, but there's a pretty wide range right there for KN. NOC. Continuation move. No major base here to speak of, though. Actually, there was one right here. There's a cup. Never really did form an official handle. And then a breakout at 291. That's only up 21%. Overstock chopping around down there. IP not looking too bad. LK pulling in a little bit. GoPro Beyond Meat. Looks like it's going to distribute again. All right, action was 35% for Anik. Wow. Defying all expectations. Yeti curling up. Nice. Overstock now leads my board. Let's see if Yeti will get there. That would be pretty cool. Snap just looks great. And Kiwi can't get over the hump. Sherman-Williams. I made a mistake there. Shop. Shop looks really good. It's just, look at this thing on the weekly chart for crying out loud. Look at the beginning of the year. 161 to 340. What would that option be worth? I would argue hundreds of percent. Oh, Disney with the Green Day finally. I guess it's had Green Days, just not very big ones. But they all started out going lower. Able to come back's pretty good. Funko, GH, MDCO, Etsy failing at the trend line, just failing. Qualis market's now down 1% again. Huh. I think with the Nasdaq down 1%, it's going to put some pressure on these on a lot of these names. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, on earnings, man, that's when a lot of stuff happens. Unfortunately, the market's not participating, and unfortunately, we've had a lot of down moves and up moves in a very healthy season. We end up with just a majority up moves, actually. But I think there's a little bit of risk off right here. Overstock. Holding up there. Yeti's doing good too. Beyond Meat looks like it's still choppy, but it's making higher lows every day. Look at those progressions. Oh, KG getting with it. Get jiggy with it, KG. That's, I would call that a minor curl. Very minor at this stage, but there's potential there. Now again, this is a super, super tiny name. That's 11% risk for 30% reward. That's about a 3-to-1 risk reward. That's a tiny name right there. Rob, you're lucky I'm even watching this thing. Can't trade a 12-cent stock. I guess Amazon earnings are tonight. Um, that's gonna do some stuff. Amazon selling off today into earnings. Yeah, Amazon may set the tone for the next leg of the market. They're big enough. They've got a big enough impact on the economy. It's definitely possible. All right, Beyond Meat taking over the top spot after Anik. Can't count stock up 35%. That's just obvious. Um, it doesn't quite line up. Square moving back down. Not super happy about that. They got earnings coming up about a week. 8/1. Today Thursday. It's in a week. So 7 more lonely days for Square. Facebook had earnings last night. They gapped up this morning? Oh, I guess so. Look how choppy they were overnight. How do they do those rankings there, Rob? 98% undervalued. What's that? I mean, I'd really like to know what that's based on. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Market down 1%. We're gonna have these days. I will say the market does kind of look like it's rounding over a little bit. It looks like we're losing a little bit of momentum. I can't really draw it effectively here. I can do it on TradingView though. Yeah, Bitcoin with a nice pop up over our trend line yesterday. Okay, so let's do, what were we doing? Oh, the NQ. Yeah, it's not super apparent here, but well, see what else is in that list. Maybe we can take a look at it. Yeah, Real Crypto update is coming soon. I went on vacation for the 4th of July. I just got super lazy. Super lazy. You can see there's kind of a progression to the highs that's going sideways. We're not frozen roping. We could maybe in the middle of this, if we're lucky, we'll start frozen roping up like that. I think that would probably be our best case scenario, I think. Is if we were to start doing that. Other than that, we're losing momentum. So we've got to kind of break this cycle. I don't know if I can draw that any better. Yeah, I guess if I do that, that would be a little. That's probably pretty the. Just do what I want you to do. Um, so anyway, little bit of round over there. Hopefully we can stay in a frozen rope pattern though, as the market tends to do from time to time. I mean, we're well above these moving averages, unfortunately. That's going to put a little bit of pressure on us. An Atlantic bull flagging out in this beast. That's pretty good. LK back at the top, moving back higher again. So LK Beyond Meat, really good. Recent winners, big movers, still wanting to move. Snap doing pretty good after earnings yesterday. And some of the oldies but goodies taking it on the chin a little bit. Square taking it on the chin. Team still unable to get over that trend line. And what else we got? Not much. Not much. We're pausing for something. In relation to its peers. Well, that's opaque, if that's the right word to use there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Got some stuff to do before the Crypto Power Hour. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow because today's Thursday, so I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day. All right, bye-bye.